Okay, so I was so wrong. I'm kind of obsessed with the cloud gardens right now. I've actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. My favorite part about the cloud gardens, and I know what you're all thinking, but it's actually not the fishing. My favorite part about the cloud gardens is actually the tree breeding. There are just so many beautiful trees and interesting looking trees that you can get. So it makes it really fun to do the tree breeding, seeing what you get. Some of these trees are absolutely enormous, like this one. And this one's really big as well. So a lot of these are really massive trees. They tower over all of the buildings. And they're really interesting looking. Like even this one looks like it's just a gnarled tree that you wouldn't want. But honestly, that tree is one of my favorites. It's like a little tree fountain. And it's just really cool looking. It's a lot more interesting than it looked like in the picture. But there's just so many different trees that are really pretty, really unique. So you can make your cloud gardens look very colorful and inviting. That's basically the design that I'm going with. I want it to be a colorful area, lots of trees, really cozy feeling. And this is one of those massive trees I'm talking about. As you can see, this tree is just enormous compared to the other trees. And of course, you can also dye the trees, which is really cool. So you could change the colors if you want to. So the tree breeding, I really like. I like waking up in the morning and seeing what I get. And all of the unique special trees that you can get and seeing if I can get any of these trees that I don't have. It's pretty exciting to see what you'll get. So the tree breeding is definitely my favorite part of the cloud gardens. Obviously, there's a lot more to the cloud gardens, and I'm going to go through all of that. One of the tasks you're going to be doing the most is the fishing, because it's the most efficient way to level your cloud gardens. Fishing lets you get coins for the fountain, you can complete orders to get money, you can sell oysters for cloud garden currency, and you'll be able to complete quests to get lumamber. So the fishing is actually ridiculously important for leveling up and building out your cloud gardens quickly. So the fish you catch can be traded in at the store to complete orders and get rock shards, which is the unique currency used in the cloud gardens. And then with the rock shards, you can purchase items from the store. And there's a lot of items in the store that are very useful for leveling up your cloud gardens and some other items as well. So one of the items is the rose crystalloids. And these are very expensive, but you have a month to purchase them and you need them to dye your trees. And this is important because there are quests for dyeing unique trees to get lumamber, and you'll get quite a bit of lumamber for dyeing trees. So you'll want to buy as many of these as possible throughout the month. Again, you have a month to do it, so even though they are expensive, this isn't a weekly item. The next two items are the dilutant and pheromone, and these are also really good to buy, especially if you're trying to level up your cloud gardens quickly. These will help you speed up the production of buildings and tree breeding, which is where you'll be getting the experience you need to level up your cloud gardens. And the items on the bottom row are items that will always be available. Just keep that in mind. So if you ever need any extra items for tree breeding or for producing buildings, you can buy these items from the store. The most important things in here are the recharger packs, which are great because then you can get extra stamina weekly. So make sure that you come in here and buy these recharger packs every week because you really don't want to miss out on this extra stamina. And then the seeds are also all really important. So the tree seeds and then the bag that has tree seeds, because you need these in order to breed unique trees. And breeding unique trees allows you to complete quests for lumamber in both the construction phase area and the long-term construction area. So you want to make sure you're able to pick up all of this lumamber from these quests. Breeding trees also helps you level up your cloud gardens. So for every first time you breed a unique tree, you're going to get between 2,000 and 5,000 experience. So doing the tree breeding is necessary to level up your cloud gardens because you won't get enough experience from constructing buildings to reach level 10 of the cloud gardens. And every time that you level up your cloud gardens, you'll be getting more blueprints, which is going to allow you to construct more buildings, and you're going to get more experience for first-time construction of a building. And increasing the level of your cloud garden is going to increase the number of dorms and land of fertility that you construct and place. And that goes all the way up to a max of 4 dorms and 6 land of fertility. So the land of fertility are for breeding your trees, and the dorms are for placing your Aurorians in so that they can raise their affinity. So your main priority in the cloud gardens, especially when it comes to leveling it up, are the fishing, the tree breeding, and producing buildings for the first time. Placing trees and buildings also increases the habitability of your cloud gardens. Each building and tree gives a certain amount of habitability, which is the blue numbers right on the top left of each of the items. So I can get 300 for placing this tree, for example. I could get 150 for placing a swing. If you want to place a building, you select where you want it to be, click confirm, and then you're going to need to push save to save everything that you did. Increasing the habitability will let you get more rewards from the daily sign-in. It also increases the amount of affinity earned by Aurorians in the dorms. There's also quests in the Cloud Gardens for increasing the habitability that will give you lumamber as rewards. There's also growth quests for reaching a certain habitability in the Cloud Gardens, and this is going to help you get a number of rewards, including star flares for summoning, lumamber, and a converter selection box. So you really don't just want to ignore the Cloud Gardens because you don't want to miss out on these rewards. And your habitability level cap will increase as you level up your Cloud Gardens. And so it's really important to level up your Cloud Gardens so that you can get more habitability. It's going to give you more daily sign-in rewards, more affinity for your Aurorians in the dorm. It's going to allow you to construct more buildings, all of that. So you really want to make sure that you're leveling up your Cloud Gardens. And the dorms are also really good because it allows you to raise the affinity of your characters. And this is just another way to do it besides using the affinity items. The affinity items are still going to be faster than this, but you can passively get affinity by putting Aurorians in the dorms. The Aurorians set in your dorms will also walk around in your Cloud Gardens, and you can talk and interact with each of them. And you can also get special, unique conversations with the Aurorians. I have an example right here with Sinsa. And you'll see your map glowing, and when you click on it, you'll see that the character has a little dialogue bubble over their icon. So when I talk to him, you'll see that I have 4 options here. And the special conversations have this little blue icon. So when I click that, this is a special conversation that I'm having with Sinsa, and it's special dialogue that they have. And when you're done talking to them, they'll give you rewards. You'll get an item to raise Aurorian's affinity and an item to speed up building construction. In addition, you'll have a new log entry. So when you click on your journal, it'll say that you had the special conversation, and it'll say the date that you had the conversation. It has a log entry. You'll know exactly when you got the special dialogue with each of the characters that you talked to. And of course, there's other activities you can do, like collecting wood and mining, which are both necessary for constructing buildings. Sometimes you'll get question marks over the map. They can appear in the water for fishing or in the grass. For the fishing, you just need to throw the fishing pole directly over the box and fish in that location a couple of times, and you'll get different rewards for doing that. For the question marks on the grass, you will have to search for them, so you'll have to look around. I typically go in a zigzag pattern. When you get near a question mark, you'll see a dialogue come up on the side saying there's something over there. So you can just look around, and you'll see a little pile of dirt on the ground. There'll be a question mark on your map, and then you just use the shovel to dig in that area. And then you get a bunch of rewards for doing this. You'll get rock shards from doing this, You'll get items for speeding up your construction, and you'll get some items for crafting buildings. So you actually can get a lot of items from doing this. And the same thing for the coins that you throw into the fountain. You'll see a glowing fish icon, and when you fish in that location, you'll get a coin that you can throw in the fountain for rewards. And the rewards for collecting the coins are really good. They help you level up your cloud gardens. So you get blueprints for producing buildings, seeds for breeding trees, and items used to shorten the time it takes for breeding the trees. So if you have enough of this item, you can basically just instantly complete a tree breeding process. And of course, by throwing coins into the fountain, you are also completing quests. So phase construction quests require you to throw coins into the fountain, which helps you complete this and get all of these rewards on the bottom. And collecting treasures is the same thing. There's a lot of lumamber for collecting the treasures, so you do want to hunt for those question marks. You do want to fish to get the coins because there's a lot of lumamber locked behind doing all of these tasks in the cloud garden. You can also put your special fish into the fountain, and this is really just for cosmetic purposes. It's not really doing anything yet. Maybe they have a plan to make this actually be something in terms of raising your fish. But right now, it's just for cosmetic purposes. So just put whatever special fish you like in there, and then they'll be swimming around in your fountain. But I've actually really been enjoying the cloud gardens. I really hope they build this content out and make there be more to it. They should make buildings that produce other items in here, in addition to the dorms, so that the buildings that you're constructing aren't just for habitability. They have some other purpose for generating items. But we'll have to wait and see what they do with this mode. I definitely suggest giving this a try. You might like it more than you think. And there's just lots of rewards to get from doing the cloud gardens that you really don't want to miss out on. So make sure that you're doing your daily tasks, leveling up your cloud gardens, and just giving it a try. So I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.